What variables are associated with greater happiness? You will want to know about the accuracy of lie detector tests. You'll want to know what the Cannon-Bard theory is.
Can you spell that for me, please?
Yeah. You will want to know how Freud became interested in psychology. You'll want to know what a thematic apperception test is, a TAT test.
Yeah, I saw that A word.
Yeah. You will want to know how id, ego, and superego work.
What do you mean by how they work? Like their motivation?
Just how they interact. So, like, say someone has a really strong id, how they might behave, or someone had a weak superego, how they might behave. You will want to know how the defense mechanisms work. You want to know how neo-Freudian theorists disagreed with Freud. You will want to know what neurotransmitter is overabundant in schizophrenics. You will want to know the symptoms of anxiety disorders. You'll want to know the different types of anxiety disorders. You'll want to know what delusions are. You'll want to know the symptoms of bipolar disorder. You'll want to know how psychodynamic therapists work. You'll want to know the features of client-centered therapy. You will want to know the data on the effectiveness of psychotherapy. You will want to know what therapy led to a drop in mental hospital populations. You'll want to know what the fundamental attribution error is. You'll want to know how social facilitation works. You'll want to know what the instinct theory of aggression means. You'll want to know what altruism is. Yeah. You'll want to know what the two-factor theory of emotion is. And those are all the things you'll need to know from the book. So the rest of these are going to be things that we covered in lecture. Starting with, you'll want to know why Freud's personality theories were popular. You'll want to know what causes free-floating anxiety. You will want to know how Freud died. You'll want to know the symptoms of depression. You'll want to know what the Oedipus and Electra complexes are. I can put it up on the board if you want. You will want to know Rogers' humanistic theory. You'll want to know the different theories of personality. You'll want to know the characteristics of a psychopath.
So like the different theories of personalities, I mean like cognitive, humanistic, stuff like that.
Yeah, the 4 different ones that you hopefully already know from the essay. You'll want to know the difference between a primary and secondary psychopath. You will want to know how the trait approach defines psychopaths. You'll want to know the most common mental disorder. You'll want to know what schizophrenia is. You'll want to know how physiological psychologists explain psychopaths.
What psychologist?
Physiological.
Physiological. How they define psychopath?
Yeah, how they explain.
Okay. Psychopath.
You'll want to know what Prader-Willi syndrome is.
Isn't that where the ego?
Yeah. That was one of the videos.
Yep. Oh. Something. I don't know how to spell it. Don't look at my card. I really like your card.
You'll want to know what dysthymia is.
Was this a video too?
No, that was from one of the PowerPoints.
Oh, yeah, we learned about it. Okay, I remember it.
You'll want to know what happens to people who become depressed.
What do you mean by that? Like,
So, like for most people who become depressed, after about a month, what happens? Like, do they?
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, what do you mean?
You'll want to know the alternatives to treating depression. Yeah.
Like flight therapy and stuff?
It's from the lecture. We watched a video on it.
I don't think I was there. You weren't there. Okay.
You'll want to know the results of the Milgram study.
Of what study?
The Milgram study. Yeah. Like the electric shock test. You'll want to know the treatments for schizophrenia. You'll want to know the treatments for antisocial personality disorder. You'll want to know the big 5 personality factors. And you'll want to know the role of sex in Freud's theory.
Okay.
Okay, and that's all you'll really need to know for the test.
Yay.
6 pieces of question. It's the same as all the others.
Oh.
So, if you have any questions, I'll stick around. I've got the PowerPoints and all that, so I can answer any more questions. But if you're good, then good luck on your finals.